Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? Well, good morning to you. It is Wednesday morning. That makes it Williams Wednesday morning. Gotta love that, right? Yep. Also gotta love we got a couple of days off. Pretty nice actually. Went pretty smooth. Agent Double O Devin and I rode over to Lafayette. I went over to New Iberia and through St. Martinville, Bro Bridge, just made kind of a loop up through there, was having a good day. I did not get a chance to get over to the shave store over there, the store that's got the shave stuff, and pick up anything because work called and I was headed back over here thinking I needed to do something, and I get most of the way back home and then work called again and said there wasn't any need to come in. So kind of blew my Lafayette day, but that was okay. I got most of done what I wanted to do and ate a good meal at what they call the Sicily's Ultimate Buffet in Lafayette. Pretty good. They got pizza and different assorted vegetables and things and lasagna and all the stuff I don't need to eat. And they got fried dill pickles on the buffet. I ate a bucket of fried dill pickles. Let me tell you, boy, I love those things. If you haven't had fried dill pickles, you need to give the fried dill pickles a chance. Boy, those things were good. Let me tell you. That was the first good things. And then yesterday, I got off my lazy butt, and I got my expedition back running. The one I call the Ghost is back on the road. So I got both my trucks on the road now. I don't know. The expedition is not really a truck, is it? I usually call it a truck. It's an SUV, but it's an older model, as I've talked about before. But anyway, so yesterday got it back on the road, so that was a good thing. So I've been off a couple of days and I haven't shaved, so we're really going to have a nice little growth to cut off here. That's going to be nice on Williams Wednesday. And to do that, we're going to use the Schick M. And of course, it's turned all the way up because the only acceptable setting on and adjustable is to turn it up. Turn it up, leave it up, turn it loose, and away you go. So the neat thing about the M, I think I've showed this before, is it actually got a little bar under there. The safety bar actually goes up and down so that it protects the blade. It makes it a really nice travel razor so it doesn't bang around and beat your blade up, although I've never had that happen. But anyway, it's really neat. So if you get a hold of one of these and you go to shave with it, it's like, oh, this thing won't shave at all. Click down on the lever, open it up. Then you should be okay. We're going to use the vintage Williams in our old Foley scuttle here from James Kent in England. There, stamped right on the bottom, James Kent, England. So we're going to use that, and we're going to follow up and finish up with Lustrous Coachman, which is just for the old clubman in a fancier looking bottle. I don't know. I guess it's fancier looking. I guess it's supposed to be. I don't know. And the brush today is the one that I'm going to call Old Number 9. Came from Patrick in Canada. I showed it off the other day. It's a flat top knot, badger knot. Now, one thing I've already found out about this brush in doing the test lathers and things, this is the first time I'm going to face lather with it. I've been lathering in my hand, and I washed it with the antibacterial hand soap and got some of the funk out of it and that kind of stuff. Now, this one doesn't have a real strong animal smell to it like some of them will. But anyway, one thing I found out about it is it's not a real heavy backbone brush. And if you'd like a brush that's really backbone, this Frank Shaving flat top won't be for you. Probably I could have set the knot deeper and would have had some more backbone to it. I think it's just fine the way it is. We're going to see how it works. If I have to, I'll pull it out. It's set in silicone, so theoretically should be able to pull it out and reset it if I need to. I don't think I'm gonna bother. Good old French market again this morning with the chicory. Good old coffee. So we've already soaked the brush a little bit, and we'll just dampen the tip so that we can get some dampness running on top of the cake here of the vintage Williams. We're not using the scuttle to warm the brush this morning, and I didn't break out the brush scuttle, so this is just going to be a straightforward Williams shave. And as you can see, there's not as much backbone there as but you can also see it's picking up soap just fine. We'll see. So someone in one of the comments on one of the older videos, someone had gone back and commented on it, was talking about it. It was a Marby's video. And if anybody's tried to use Marby's, they understand. To me, Marby's is what people say Williams is. It doesn't want to lather, it doesn't want to hang around. But anyway, they were suggesting to add a couple of drops of vitamin E to a soap that doesn't want to hang around. It wants to do the disappearing job, and it was supposed to help. Interesting idea. Anybody else heard of that? Done that? Anything along those lines? We wouldn't want to do that with Williams, because that would be molesting the Williams, and we don't do that. Right? Right? No molesting the Williams. Alright, so there we go. We got us some soap loaded up. Now we're going to go right on up here. Oh yeah. That's nice. So even though the brush doesn't have a ton of backbone, and it doesn't, look at there. We're still doing plenty good. More than plenty good. That is a very nice lather. I think that'll be a nice lather by anyone's standard. We'll add a little more water just to the tips of the brush. When you're face lathering, add water just to the tip of the brush until you get it where you want it. You don't want to dip the whole brush and go and have too much water in your mixture. But if you did, you could go back to the soap cake and pick up some water. So here we go. Boy, look at that lather. There's nothing in the world wrong with that old vintage Williams lather. Matter of fact, I think I may have loaded too much on the brush. That's okay too. And this thing bloomed just beautifully after a couple of test lathers and washing with the soap. And I test lathered with the modern Williams, and it did a really good job. Of course, we'll see that before too long too. All the brushes get used. Oh, coffee's so good this morning. So good. The one thing that a lot of people, when you talk about the Schick razors, is people talk about how they clog and you have to rinse them a lot. And with a regular blade, it's not as much. With a twin blade, you really do. But the M didn't take twin blades, as I recall. I wouldn't put one in it anyway. Not needed. So what you do is, when you fix your lather up, you just put a little extra water, bend it down a little bit, and you're good to go. I don't find that the Schicks are particularly clogging. So another subject that someone had brought up, an old thread, and it was a really old thread. It was like from 2007 or something like that, over at the shaved end the other day. And the thread had been talking about the speed of the strokes, and whether fast strokes or slow strokes were good. And I would assume it's like, to me, it's like cutting anything else. You want to go ahead and you want to keep your speed up a little bit and go ahead and give the blade the momentum to cut through. And then I like using short strokes. So my answer to the question is how fast you shave, or how fast I shave, is I use kind of quick, shorter strokes. And I think that works good. I don't think you're going to sit there and go slow and just run it, because I think like that would pull and everything else. So check that out after the first pass. Everything's really nice and smooth and cleaned up. I could probably do a touch-up pass now and be done with it, or I could probably not even do a touch-up pass and nobody would see the difference as I went throughout my day. However, I would know the difference, and I would know that I didn't follow my normal procedure. So since I would know the difference, we're going to go back and we're going to do the procedure right. Not procedure. I think we call that a routine, don't we? I'm going to stick with a routine. We'll go back and we'll do a second pass. Again, nothing in the world wrong with the Williams lather this morning. Good old vintage Williams is always reliable anyway. So, yeah. Also over at the Shave Den, this is August, so they do an Arco adjustable August in the 30-day crew. Now, if y'all know me, you know I like themes. Williams Wednesday, Tobacco Tuesday, Menthol Mondays. A lot of times I like the themes and everything, so I'm going to play along a little bit. Of course, today won't be Arco and adjustable. It's going to be Williams and an adjustable. But sometime during the month, I'll play along with them and break out some kind of one of them two-sided thingy adjustables and some Arco. And I like Arco a lot. So I'll jump over and play with them some too. I put a statement in there yesterday that today was Williams Wednesday. So let's see how many of y'all play along with the Williams Wednesday. Yeah, we'll see. The 30-day crew over there, by the way, just to, I usually hype and promote Toast. So that's, our little forum. But anyway, over there at the Shave Den, the 30-day crew is really neat. They're a group of guys, and mostly it's kind of like a social club online is the best way to explain it. But they really do help people with their shave stuff. And what they kind of advocate is 30 days. Pick a razor, pick a blade, pick a soap. And without a whole bunch of variables, you take your equipment and you learn to use it. And to me, that's a good thing. That's how you build technique. You don't build technique by varying your equipment and stuff. You pick something and you use it. When you're learning to drive, you don't go out and change the tires every other day. Put different tires on. You don't go out and change the transmission every other day. You don't go out and do this. You drive the equipment and learn to drive. So that's always been my theory, and that's what they do over there. So if you're having problems with an unmentionable, as we call it, check them out. They're a good group of guys. There's guys over there, they do all kind of stuff. In July, 5th of July every year, they do a popsicle stick shave where they take popsicle sticks and they staple double-edged blades onto these popsicle sticks. And everybody does a popsicle stick shave. I've seen them do a shave with a razor that's just made out of they take a long bolt with washers and nuts, and they put it through and they screw it, and that's what the long bolt makes the handle, and the razor screwed on the end, so it's just a blade on the end of a bolt, and they'll shave with that. I've seen that done over there, and all kinds of other really neat stuff. And that's when you get your technique down, you can do that kind of stuff. All right, we're going to come across on our cleanup shave. I'm going to make sure I get up behind this here because it felt a little rough when I was putting the witch hazel on. So we're using, as usual, our witch hazel for our touch-up pass. I think that does a really, really, really good job. So look at there. There's what we got today. Getting ready to go into work. Should be a interesting day. Middle of the week. After being off a couple of days, roll back in and see what's going on. Take the boss's pulse, as I call it, and see what's happening around the old plant. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. Check this out right here. So I went from all that, you couldn't get any smoother on the cheeks, down under here. Got that just a little bit of sandpaper feel down deep in the neck because we don't go against the grain to clean that up. We could, very easily. Schicks, injector razors, all of them, boy, it's just, you can. But don't see why. You risk irritation, you're going to get that nice smooth feel, and a couple of hours later, still going to be back on that sandpaper feel. So, I kind of like the sandpaper feel anyway, so it doesn't bother me any at all. So a little Coachman's here, Lustre Coachman. Like I said, it's Panald Clubman. It's made by Panald. It smells the same. It's just in a fancier looking bottle. We've talked about that before also. But that right there is going to clean things up really nice. So that's what I got this morning. That's how things are going in the fuzzy hood. How things going in y'all's place. I hope everything is going well and that you all have a good day. I did get mostly caught up on toast and made a few posts over it, shaved in. If you want to come in here and know about some of these, learn about these single edge and injector razors and things of that nature, come over and see us at Toast. That's Original Safety 2, the number 2.com. Not a real big place. I don't think we have 40 active, 45 active members sometimes posted and carrying on. So it's a smaller place, but there's a lot of knowledge there. You can go through and we posted just about on every subject you could probably think of when it comes to single edge and injector shaving. So y'all need to come check it out sometime. Know what I mean? Tell them Fuzzy sent you. Hell, they'll still let you in the door. Alright, so that's another Williams Wednesday in the book. We do Williams Wednesday. Ironically enough, Wednesday comes around once a week. Well, there we go. Of course, remember, Williams is good on any day that ends in Y. Thank you. So y'all have a great day. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, knock it out. Whatever you are, be the best at it. I think that was Lincoln said that maybe. Not 100% sure, but I think that's it. And, happy shapes to you.